Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the Big Apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap and publishing stakes. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my child.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Miami Dolphins. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
And this is something this defense is going to have to account for as this game goes on. He's a space player. They want to get him out in the open field and let him make his move. So if you're going to stick with him, you've got to make sure you plaster him, as they like to say on the defensive side of the ball. Otherwise, he'll burn you as he just did there.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Watson now to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown! A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And now, before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Timeout movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this will remain a scoreless game. So this home crowd not too enamored with what they saw right there. They wanted their guys to go for it on 4th and goal. They settled for the field goal try, Charles. Ultimately, they get nothing.
Yeah, it turns out that they were correct. I thought the decision to take the 3 was the right one. But because of the miss, it's real easy to second guess now.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bradley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
First and 10, Taylor now. Takes it to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had desire. Being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the slot man goes in motion left. The slot man in motion right. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
18 rally.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
Here we go.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Let's go now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, lady. Look at 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. They'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. He'll look to throw. Escaping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Watson. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep, running right through it, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Cool, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Back to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Ready?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And it's taken in at the 9. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, when you pointed out to me at half, seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block's secured before.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. On 2nd and 1, Watson. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 9 now. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he goes out right around the 39.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They'll try and throw for it here. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Back to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he comes back with one complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Watson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. 35 yards.
And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point by Curry, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's complete to Williams.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Taylor is in.
touchdown, 49ers.
Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a short gain here down to the 22. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Throwing now, Watson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Fant from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll run here with Taylor.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second